boss is walking, everybody.
Nobody can do it like Wendy. No one.
People love Wendy.
You are a star.
Heartbreaking news today about former talk show host Wendy Williams. New court documents filed by her legal guardian say she is now permanently incapacitated by her ongoing health battles.
All I know is how to be famous. I really want to be back on television.
You're going to be back on TV. That's easy.
Wendy Williams has been making headlines once again, but this time it's due to very sad and unsettling reasons. The talk show host's unexpected admission to the hospital has sparked concern among fans and fellow celebrities alike. As news spreads, various stars have shared their reactions, expressing support and well wishes for Wendy's recovery.
Former talk show host Wendy Williams' team releasing an update on her health. They say she's been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. The 59-year-old hosted the Wendy Williams Show for more than a decade and has been open in the past about her health struggles, which included Graves' disease and a thyroid condition. Her team says the medical diagnosis was made sometime last year. Medical experts say primary progressive aphasia is caused by the deterioration of brain tissue important for speech and language. It also is the same disease that Bruce Willis is battling.
No, because whoever greenlit this Wendy Williams documentary should really be ashamed of themselves. Because I saw this tonight, part 1, I guess, and it was so sad. She's got a new manager. We remember what happened with her old manager, her ex-husband, who cheated on her for many years with this woman. They had a baby. They were driving around in her cars. Wendy was heartbroken. She was upset. She started deteriorating, drinking, doing shrugs.
According to Williams' court-appointed guardian, Sabrina E. Morrissey, revealed in legal documents that Williams has become permanently disabled and legally incapacitated due to cognitive impairment stemming from her progressive condition. This news follows her earlier diagnosis of frontotemporal health challenges, first made public in February 2024, shortly before the release of Lifetime's docuseries, Where Is Wendy Williams?
Heartbreaking news. Wendy Williams is being described as permanently incapacitated due to her battle with dementia and aphasia. Her guardian, attorney Sabrina Morrissey, made the disturbing revelation in court filings.
Did you see a neurologist
To find out if I'm crazy? Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again.
She was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us.
I have no money, and I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Morrissey is in a legal battle with A&E Television Networks, Lifetime Entertainment, and others involved in producing the docuseries. The lawsuit claims that Williams was in a vulnerable state during filming and was incapable of consenting to be part of the production. Morrissey asserts that the documentary was created and released without a valid contract or her approval, exploiting Williams's health issues.
Wendy was last seen in public at a holistic store back in August, taking a photo with a fan in New Jersey. The former talk show host was also the subject of a Lifetime documentary that was criticized for showing Wendy at her lowest, looking out of it, and perhaps not fully aware of what was going on.
We all make choices in life. We all go through our challenges.
The lawsuit was filed by Wendy's court-appointed legal guardian and apparently was triggered by those heartbreaking scenes in the documentary where Wendy was seen looking out of it and perhaps not fully aware of what was going on.
The court papers seek an injunction and a temporary restraining order and reveals for the first time the identity of Wendy's guardian. She is New York attorney Sabrina Morrissey, who specializes in guardianship and estates.
The lawsuit seeks to protect Williams' privacy by requesting redactions related to her health, family, and finances in court proceedings. It also accuses the media companies of prioritizing profit over ethical concerns, despite Williams' incapacitation.
It seems like Wendy's representative is saying that Wendy did not have the ability to understand what she was agreeing to when she participated in this documentary.
So could the documentary actually be stopped?
This documentary is absolutely going to air. No court was going to be able to stop it.
Sherri Shepherd, who stepped in as a temporary host for the Wendy Williams show during Wendy's absence, has shown unwavering. Sherri has used her platform and social media to share heartfelt messages, expressing her love and prayers for Wendy. She has acknowledged Wendy's groundbreaking contributions to daytime television, celebrating her as a trailblazer who paved the way for many others in the industry. Sherri's words convey deep respect and genuine care, emphasizing the importance of lifting Wendy up during her challenging times. By expressing her hope for Wendy's recovery and well-being, Sherri has endeared herself to both Wendy's fans and her own.
She's not well. So it's just a lot going on in Wendy's life that this is where you need your friends, where you need your family. You need people who love you. So all I can do over here is pray for Wendy. Where's Wendy's best friend? I don't know who Wendy's friends are. I don't, we didn't run in the same circles because I live in LA. Wendy lives in New York.
Her thoughtful gestures not only highlight her gracious character, but also underscore the solidarity and empathy shared among public figures in the media world, proving that kindness and support can transcend professional roles.
There was a time at the beginning of my career at The View, I used to perform at Caroline's, and Wendy had a comedy night at Caroline's, and I would do it, and we were very friendly. But it just did. Sometimes stuff don't pan out as far as friendships. So Wendy was very, very honest and transparent on her show. She said she didn't like being friends with celebrities because she talked about celebrities, and she would say she really wasn't trying to be friends.
Kevin Hunter Jr., Wendy Williams' son, has been a steadfast pillar of support for his mother throughout her health struggles. As Wendy's condition has garnered public attention, Kevin has stepped up to advocate for her and ensure she receives the care and respect she deserves. Kevin has spoken openly about the immense challenges his mother faces daily.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always.
Wendy, make sure you look here. 1, 2, 3.
But in reality,
he has emphasized the importance of family and the deep bond he shares with his mother, underscoring that love and close-knit relationships are crucial during such trying times. His unwavering support highlights not just the familial duty, but also the profound emotional connection they share.
Unfortunately, when she's in New York, she doesn't have anybody to really call on, to really want to do anything with her, unless they're being paid. I think that once she realizes that, that's when the lonely feeling really sets in. That's when self-sabotage occurs, and she drinks and smokes E-pens. And it just looks like, we're heading down the same path of self-sabotage.
Williams has been mostly out of the public eye, but made a rare appearance in August 2024 with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. She previously thanked her supporters for their kind words and stated her hope that her story would help others with health challenges. Despite her struggles, Williams emphasized her need for privacy and peace.
Wendy Williams was spotted for the first time in over a year shopping at a holistic store in New Jersey. An employee at Bolingo Balance in Newark exclusively told Page that the former daytime talk show host visited the shop about a week ago with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. Wendy was reportedly sharp, upbeat, and aware, and very bubbly during the visit. She even had a sit-down with the store's owner, Victor Bowman, to discuss the health products. Wendy was engaging, but wasn't as familiar with what we do here, so her son was more explaining things. She talked about circulation improvement, but didn't want to get into too much detail on their first meeting, and plans to come back in the near future.
So y'all need to return Wendy to her family and give her money. And Wendy, even in the documentary, she said if she was to die, she wants all the money to go to Kevin. And people were trying to say that the family was trying to take advantage of Wendy and steal all of her money. Well, I disagree with that, because I think Wendy's family truly do care about her. It's not even about the money. As her sister Wanda said in the documentary, it's not about the money. They want to help their sister and their aunt and their family.
Blac Chyna, whose real name is Angela White, has also shown her support for Wendy Williams. In a touching moment captured in the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, Blac Chyna visited Wendy at her New York City apartment. During their emotional sit-down, Blac Chyna expressed her gratitude for Wendy's honesty and motherly guidance over the years. She also shared her own experiences with substance misuse, emphasizing her desire to be there for Wendy just as Wendy had been there for her.
Watching the Wendy Williams documentary,
Your moment that you shared with Wendy was, in my opinion, the most heartfelt moment in the entire documentary.
Thank you.
How did that come about?
I just went over to her house.
And there happened to be cameras?
Yes.
So you had no idea that you were going to be filmed?
I popped up. Yep, I popped up. I knew the security downstairs because I used to come there whenever. Like I was in town, I just went downstairs. I told the security, like, hey, let me have him go see Wendy. He's like, all right, yeah, try.
So she had no idea you were coming over either?
So when I walked in, I knocked on the door and she seen me. She was like, you're here? I was like, hey.
Oh my God! It's been a while since you've seen each other, right?
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Wendy, in turn, opened up about her health struggles and showed her real hair to Blac Chyna, highlighting the deep bond they share.
Seeing her in such a vulnerable state, you can tell how comfortable she is with you. She took off her wig in front of you. She showed you her feet.
I'm real makeup.
So beautiful.
What was going through your mind in those moments?
I just wanted to be there for her, you know?
Yeah.
And I just really wanted her to like see me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like whenever we're going through something or in a space, sometimes we need just love and just somebody to just listen. So I feel like a lot of times people just want to talk all the time, or if you go to them with your problems, they want to counter it, or well, this happened to me, instead of just listening to like my problems.
Meanwhile, Williams's official guardian is still fighting in court with big media houses that were involved in the making of this documentary for exploiting Williams' privacy. A&E disputes Morrissey's allegations, arguing that there were no efforts to stop the production or claim Williams' signature on the agreement was invalid. They state that Williams' manager, Will Selby, and her family supported the documentary, participating in its promotion and providing interviews.
That's where you kind of forget what's going on, you can't recognize names or faces, you get confused by your surroundings. There's no cure for dementia, it's just something that she will live with. So aphasia as well is the other thing she's been diagnosed with. It affects your ability to like speak or write or communicate in any way. In journalism, we have this thing called informed consent, right? Like whenever we interview someone, we have to know that they're happy to be interviewed, but also even if they say they're happy to be interviewed, we have to know that they're like in their right mind to agree to that.
Yeah.
And I think this is why, this documentary is sat not so well with some people because they're kind of thinking, can she really agree to be filmed like this? Should we really be seeing this? So Wendy Williams was actually a producer on the series.
However, Wendy Williams' niece Alex Finney has shared insights into why her aunt decided to participate in the documentary. According to Alex, Wendy was adamant about controlling the narrative of her story. Wendy has always been known for her candid and straightforward approach, and she wanted to ensure that her side of the story was told accurately and authentically.
It is heartbreaking when you think where she was and who she is now. Some people are going to look at this and say, this is exploitation. She's being exploited. How could they do this?
Right.
What do you say to that?
You know, and I understand that people will look at it, and some people look at it and think that. But I will say this, first and foremost, my aunt is the executive producer of this documentary. And when I finally talked with her and I said to her, Aunt Wendy, why do you want to do this? You know, you're clearly the health piece, all of that has to be addressed. Is now the right time? And she said, now is the perfect time because I want to take ownership of my story.
Morrissey, who controls Williams' medical and personal decisions, has faced criticism from the star's family. Her sister, Wanda Finney, has expressed frustration over limited family access to Williams and the lack of updates about her condition. Finney has questioned why the family cannot take a more active role in her care.
How is it that 10, 20, 30, 40 people, none of them are capable of being her guardian? Something's fishy here.
It does help in that terms. I just don't think it was necessary. I think there's other ways to spread awareness. I do agree with the family in saying like there's no reason why one of her family members, she has a living brother, a sister, and a father, could have stepped in and been her guardian. I'm not sure. I understand why Wells Fargo stepped in, but I'm not sure why the judge would appoint someone that no one in her family knows.
How you doing? Wendy Williams, unfortunately. The former talk show host could really use the support of her family right now. Instead, she and her family are estranged. And Wendy's brother is talking to the media, complaining about Wendy being a bad daughter. Those are his words. And not showing up for their father's birthday and not just severely lacking, let's put it mildly.
What do you think about Wendy Williams' hospitalization? Do you think she'll be able to make a strong recovery? Share your thoughts in the comments below.